Chapter 34. Far be it from God to do wickedness. Elihu continued speaking. He had just told Job, God may be speaking through suffering. Now he turned to the crowd, to all who had gathered and listened, and he raised his voice to defend the justice of God. He said, Hear my words, you wise men. Give ear to me, you who have knowledge, for the ear tests words as the palate tastes food. Let us choose justice for ourselves. Let us know among ourselves what is good. Then he quoted Job again. For Job has said, I am righteous, but God has taken away my justice. Should I lie concerning my right? My wound is incurable, though I am without transgression. And Elihu responded plainly, What man is like Job, who drinks scorn like water, who goes in company with the workers of iniquity and walks with wicked men? For he has said, It profits a man nothing that he should delight in God. But Elihu was not just defending tradition, he was pleading for reverence. He could not accept that God, perfect and holy, could ever do wrong. He said, Therefore listen to me, you men of understanding. Far be it from God to do wickedness, and from the Almighty to commit iniquity. For he repays man according to his work, and makes man to find a reward according to his way. Surely God will never do wickedly, nor will the Almighty pervert justice. Then Elihu asked the question behind all suffering. Who gave him charge over the earth, or who appointed him over the whole world? If God is creator, then his rule is not accountable to man, but sovereign over man. Elihu continued, If he should set his heart on it, if he should gather to himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh would perish together, and man would return to dust. In other words, God holds all things together. He is not unjust. He is not reckless. He is patient and far beyond us. Then Elihu said, If you have understanding, hear this. Listen to the sound of my words. Should one who hates justice govern, will you condemn him who is most just? Is it fitting to say to a king, You are worthless, and to nobles, You are wicked? Yet he is not partial to princes, nor does he regard the rich more than the poor, for they are all the work of his hands. To Elihu, God's justice was real, even if it was slow, even if it was hidden. And though Job felt wronged, Elihu believed God had a purpose even in silence. He said, For his eyes are on the ways of man, and he sees all his steps. There is no darkness nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. For he need not further consider a man, that he should go before God in judgment. Then he warned, He breaks in pieces mighty men without inquiry, and sets others in their place. He strikes them as wicked men in the open sight of others, because they turned back from him and would not consider any of his ways. To Elihu, God's judgment may come quietly, but it always comes rightly. He said, When he gives quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hides his face, who then can see him? Elihu wasn't perfect, but he was trying to lift the argument higher, away from Job's innocence and toward God's glory. He said, For has anyone said to God, I have borne chastening, I will offend no more. Teach me what I do not see. If I have done iniquity, I will do no more. He closed with a challenge to all who were listening. Should he repay it according to your terms just because you disavow it? You must choose, and not I. Therefore speak what you know. Men of understanding say to me, wise men who listen to me. Job speaks without knowledge, his words are without wisdom. Oh, that Job were tried to the utmost, because his answers are like those of wicked men. Elihu was not interested in flattery. He wasn't trying to win favor. He believed Job had spoken carelessly, but he also believed God was far more just than any of them had imagined. And still, he wasn't done.